I want to give you a warning on a huge number of misconceptions that YouTube educators / gurus make you feel about YouTube that will actually hurt you and ultimately benefit them. I have been doing YouTube for 5 years now, and it took me a while to see through the false promises and beliefs these YouTube educators have promised me, followed by one of the biggest mistakes I have made on this platform that was created by the inside the box thinking that these YouTube gurus / educators have instilled in me. Have you ever heard of a person out in the wild randomly say,
I want to grow up to become a YouTube guru?
That usually doesn't happen. Usually someone has interest in creating video or in video production or storytelling or just being on camera as an entertainer before they really truly get into YouTube. And that ultimately leads into them becoming a professional at it after doing it for many years and wanting to educate others on it. YouTube creators that come on the platform and directly go into YouTube growth or social media growth without any actual background on growing their own YouTube channels in other niches, I would be wary of their advice, because the YouTube niche is so completely different and how they grow is so completely different than those other people trying to grow in other areas. For example, lifestyle, which is extremely difficult to grow. Take it from me, I've been trying to do it for 5 years, or growing in gardening or growing in technology or whatever it is. Those are completely different niches. That specific YouTube creator has no background of their challenges. Growing in the YouTube niche is actually, in my opinion, a lot easier than growing in other niche. That is because your audience is 100% on YouTube. So anybody trying to grow on YouTube is already on YouTube. If you are trying to grow in other areas, for example, lifestyle, you have fans that can be on YouTube. You also have fans that are outside of YouTube. In other words, you need to bring those people that are not usually on YouTube into YouTube to watch your content. So you have two challenges to face. Number one, you have a challenge of getting that person to actually click on a link that will take them to YouTube. And the second challenge is getting them to actually watch your video. Let's say they complete a search or they're directly looking for you. There are 2 steps associated with that. So the advice that YouTube educators that have no background in growing any other type of YouTube channel in a different area usually are not really qualified enough to give that advice. And they give you that false sense that growing on YouTube is so easy, that blowing up on YouTube is so easy, when in actuality it is not as easy, because not 100% of your audience is on YouTube. If you have already watched a lot of YouTube educator videos, you probably already know 2 of the most common advice that they give you: consistency and niching down. While I'm not here to say niching down and consistency won't make you grow, because they will, but they also created that inside the box thinking where I thought if I didn't post on a daily basis every day trying to grow my videos on my channel indefinitely, that I would not grow and completely stall, which is not true. And also it created inside the box thinking with niching down. I thought I needed to be so niche to gain views when I could have approached this in a different way. If you go back to my Mommy Shark channel, you'll see that all my first videos for a good 2 years was about cordless pumps or breastfeeding. And I felt like I needed to stay in that niche because that's where I was getting the views. That's where YouTube was throwing me views. If I tried to go outside of that, I would get no views. And I wasted so much time being worried about being in this niche that is not even my specialty. I'm not a lactation consultant, for example, but people were coming to me for lactation advice. And this goes back to definitely me not thinking into the future far enough when I created my YouTube channel at first. And I address all of this in my video right here. So definitely check that out in the description box below, which is how to create a YouTube channel. What you really need to do with taking advice from these big YouTubers that have been been huge for a while is that they may be slightly out of touch with what works. You do not need to be just creating videos on electric pumps. You can most definitely introduce other topics early on your channel to allow your future subscribers to see that you are not just an electric pump girl, okay? You're more than that. All that to say led to another huge mistake that I made, and I should have definitely created this channel, Contentista, a lot earlier. I always had a passion for educating. I always had a passion to share what others don't share. And I know you hear a lot of YouTube gurus say,
I'm gonna tell you something others haven't told you.
but I honestly feel like on this platform, or at least the people that I'm aware of, still hide the truth from future YouTubers. And I am here to break that and tell you the real truth. I don't have a course to currently sell you. I don't have anything honestly to sell you other than the truth and being here as your advocator of someone that has been on YouTube for 5 years and says it how it is. Yes, I should have created this channel a long time ago, but educators on YouTube told me
It takes time to grow.
which it does take time to grow.
You need to stay consistent. You're doing this wrong. Your attention percentage isn't big enough.
But what you don't realize, especially from me watching a lot of people grow a lot faster than me, is that retention is not even that important. Yes, I've seen people with their channels blow up with just 30% retention on their videos. Whereas my videos on Mommy Shark, I kid you not, I got to 60 to 70% retention and I was still not seeing the growth that I wanted to see. These YouTube educators are putting a lot of emphasis on something that may not even be necessary for you to grow or to find true happiness on YouTube. Honestly, YouTube gurus, I'm gonna say how it is. They're here because they know 100% of their audience is on the platform, and they know their biggest possibility to growth on YouTube is by being in the YouTube niche. Now, don't get me wrong, there are other niches that grow even faster than YouTube educators. For example, entertainment. Take Mr. Beast, Eric, and Josh Wiseman. The purpose of a YouTube channel that educates you on how to create YouTube videos is for profit and usually has a business LLC behind it. In my opinion, everybody who has a YouTube channel that's profitable should have a business LLC. But what I mean is it's created for the purpose of educating and possibly entertaining at the same time. Whereas a lifestyle channel usually comes strictly from passion for production. That's why I started my channel. I love talking to the camera. I love being artistic and creative and giving something that people enjoy. Ultimately, that's what led me to creating channel Mommy Shark. So it's really important that when you are watching other YouTube creators to look at their background and what their motives are. I have been following a huge YouTube guru channel, and I found that I wasn't really getting much more education from that channel after a few months. I feel like I outgrew their content. And I was surprised. I really thought this YouTube channel was not serving people that, for example, had more than 1,000 subscribers, and was really disappointed that they didn't serve me better. And I thought that made them a really bad channel. But actually, what I didn't understand is that channel has a different target audience than what I thought it did. When I subscribed to them, they taught me how to create YouTube videos, they taught me how to get my first subscribers, etc. But what I didn't realize is they target people from 0 to 1,000 subscribers, maybe a little bit over 1,000 subscribers, but they were not geared towards people like me that is currently at 40,000 subscribers and still feel like I need help with certain topics that no other YouTube guru talks about. So it took me a while to realize that their target audience is just not me anymore. While I still find some content to be relevant to me, I've basically capped out on their content and was not learning anything else from them. Then I found out that they're actually very smart. While they did have a lot of subscribers, they were geared to get you as a newbie YouTuber to sign up for a course. So that is why you'll see that some YouTube gurus will keep repeating certain content over and over again and will keep creating certain videos over and over again and continue to grow. While most of their returning viewers may not come back because they've capped out on the content, they have a business strategy where we're not really looking for you as a professional YouTuber. We're looking for those newbie YouTubers to come to our video, watch it, and buy our course. That is why it's really important to consider, what kind of YouTube educator are you really watching? Are you watching one that wants to sell you a course? Are you watching one that is being truly transparent with what they have to offer in their videos? Or are you watching one that just wants you to click on their links, basically? If you like this brutal honesty in my video, make sure to check out this video right here for some more of that.